Hello, I'm James for Elevate Vocal Academy. Today, I'm going to be teaching you something, and that is riffs and runs and how to use them when singing. So, I'm not going to go about this traditional way of, okay, this is how you. I know you've seen many videos, but I'll try to break these down so that everyone can get something out of it. So, let's start with the first one, which is a run. What is a run? Like, you understand it, a run. Something is running. Yeah, you get. So now this time around, you're not just running with your legs, but you're running with your voice and with notes. So it's either you're singing consecutive notes in a scale back and forth, or back and forth, right or left, whichever way. The part is you are going and you are coming with consecutive notes. Now the notes that I know that you've gotten online, which is actually what you are going to use today, is do re mi sol la do la sol mi re do. Oh, oh. Now, if you're going to sing that in a song, it has to be fast. It's not very broken down like that. It's usually very fast and sung back and forth. That's why it's called a run. Most of the time, when people are running, you can't pick them and say, oh, this person is running, except you run after them too. So when people do a run, you might not easily get it. And you wonder, okay, why are people doing all this? How are they doing? How are they doing this? So let us use the first one, the one I told you earlier. That is do re mi sol la do. Oh, so if you hear it in the song, you most likely hear it as oh, oh. So, but to get it yourself, how do we go about it? Oh. If you now track this note, you find out that these notes are some notes that I sang over and over and over again, like I'm singing them in a loop. So if you're going to sing this particular one, you're going to do now slower. Now faster. A bit faster. Faster. Something like that. So if you're singing a song, for example, you're doing the song like Father, we declare that we love you. Now you're using your run as an ad lib. We declare our everlasting love for you. Ooh, Father, we declare. Do you get the idea now? So let's try out new ones. For example, let's use another one. Oh, 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 something like that. So, but if you're going to get it right, if you want to get the run someone did, this is how you go about it. It's pretty simple, trust me. Trust me. It's a simple trick, which is you slow it down, get the notes, break it down, then over time increase the pace. Now let us go back to the first one I did, which is so you do you see, then make it faster. Faster. Something like that. So you see, it is, like I would say, easy peasy. You just have to slow it down. Then over time, get more notes. Then when you get these notes, run them in a loop, but make it, try them slowly, slowly. Over time, increase the pace. Before you know it, Beyonce will have nothing on you. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is a riff. A riff is more subtle than a run, in that it is used, it's not done, it's not long, it's not as long as a run. Like what if you can recall what I said about a run? Like I said, it's as if someone is running and it's pretty fast. But how do you do it? But how do you get to know it or learn it properly? You do what? You slow down the process. Get the notes, slow it down, then practice. Increase your pace. Before you know it, you build capacity for a run. But for a riff, and it is usually very long. But for a riff is done within a word or a sentence. It's usually shorter. It sounds like a run, but it's not a run in that it is done within a word. For example, you must have heard some of your favorite singers do a song. Let's say, for example, Jesus Loves Me, this I know. And you hear something like, Jesus loves me, this I know. Did you get that? Now, compared to Jesus. See the difference between that one now? It is longer because by the time people, if you are singing with people, they must have already sung past that Jesus, the first Jesus you were singing. So with that Jesus, you are doing a run. But for this one, like I said, a riff is usually shorter and it's within a word, a sentence, but then it's shorter. So for example, you have Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. See the difference now? It's usually shorter. But how do you know a riff? How do you learn or practice a riff too? The same process. There's no magic to it. Get the notes, slow them down, then you do what? Then you sing, then you do what? Then you practice it over time. Gain speed, build capacity on it. And before you know it, like I said earlier, because I love her, Beyonce will have nothing on you. So that is that. If you have any questions as touching this riff and run exercises, don't worry, shoot us a DM and we are going to give you an answer. So if you have any question as touching this program, don't worry, just comment below and we are going to give you a response. It's James here for Elevate Vocal Academy.